Put me in the lab, watch me cook up like a chef. Don't tell me I can't ball, cause boy you ain't no ref. Making plate after plate after plate on our Steph.
Good afternoon. It's Dale again. Hey, I'm coming to you with a new message. And this message simply is, humble is the way. You know, when I was growing up in my family church in rural Alabama, I would hear the pastor and the church elders make mention about being humble. Humble is the way. It's taken me several years to really understand what that really meant. Now, my interpretation of it is that you need to be grounded. You need to understand that less is more. You don't have to fake, front, floss, bling. Be the child of God that He wants you to be. Now, a little story. So I'm at lunch one day several months ago, and I was having lunch with one of my close relatives. And we were doing some catching up. You know, we have lunch periodically. And this relative wanted to know how my family was doing. I wanted to know how his family was doing. He asked, how my wife was doing and how her job was going. I said, well, her job is going fine. She's enjoying it. I did mention to him, I said, you know what? I noticed that my wife's payroll amount had increased. The amount that was going into our checking account each month or every 2 weeks. It had increased. And so I mentioned to the relative that I talked to my wife and I said, hey, look, your pay rate has increased. Why'd you get a pay raise? And my wife mentioned to me and said, well, they wanted me to be a supervisor and they wanted me to supervise some people. And so I got a pay raise. I said, okay. So my family member, after me telling him this, said, hey, she needs to let people know about this kind of stuff. We would love to know about this. And what he was getting at is that he wanted to make sure that she was celebrated for her accomplishment. Well, my response to him was, I said, you know what? He said, what? I said, humble is the way. Now, I'm sure that my wife was very proud of the fact that she was selected to be a supervisor. She was proud of the fact that she was going to have people that she was going to oversee, supervise. But it was not so important to her that she would make a big deal out of it. It was not an issue of bragging about or boasting about or wearing it on her sleeve or on her collar. It was an opportunity for her to have more responsibility on her job, but it did not make her change from who she was to something different. Now, of course, she's had this position now for several months. She does a wonderful job. And the reason I know she does a wonderful job is because I've actually met her supervisor on more than one occasion. And the supervisor has bragged on my wife as far as the kind of person that she is and how hard she works. So I know she's fulfilling that position well. So, humble is the way. No flexing, no flossing, no blinging. Humble is the way. Stay rooted and grounded in the God, in the way that God would want you to live. Because that is more important than your position. It's more important than your performance. Humble is the way. Knowing who you are at all times and not losing yourself in the comings and goings of the world. Humble is the way. So, with that being said, I'm going to conclude my message for today But I want to thank you for listening to me again. I appreciate you for being there. I would kindly ask that you like, subscribe, share this video, share this channel, because we're trying to get hope out to the masses. We're trying to get encouragement out to the masses. And I need your help to do it. So with that being said, it's been my pleasure. God bless you. God keep you. And with that being said, this is Dale again, signing off. Peace.
Just look at me and see this greatness on the ground like at a crime scene. It's evidence. Watch the Holy Spirit shake up your residence. Get some reverence. All these blessings round and round. Ain't no way that they ain't heaven sent. They ain't believe in us, but God did. Pushing the